proponents backstab us by saying, listen, we lack a vision. America's energy renaissance is the backbone of our economy. We just talked about it. It's a story of freedom, prosperity, and opportunity. After decades of reliance on other countries to meet our energy needs, the U.S. Energy Information Administration projects that America will export more energy than it imports starting in 2020. We're no longer dependent on foreign sources like Russia and Saudi Arabia. The innovations of technology improvements associated with fracking and horizontal drilling have allowed shale resources previously deemed uneconomical to be developed and are the main reason the U.S. was the world leader in carbon emissions reductions. Yes, we got to say it again. As the ranking member Bishop said, reductions in 2015, 2016, and 2017. That's right. Fracking that is demonized by environmental extremists without justification has proven to be the best energy solution for our environment. Abundant oil and natural gas have reduced electricity bills, kept prices low, and provided the largest share of U.S. electric power generation in recent years. The oil and gas industry supports more than 10.3 million jobs and nearly 8% of our economy. Now, the United States is now the top energy producer, and the American dream is thriving. January 2019 saw the 100th consecutive month of positive job growth in America, the longest period of continuous jobs growth on record. The U.S. job market is strong, and in December, employers posted 7.3 million open jobs, once again a new record. The members of the Western Caucus support personal responsibility, less government intervention in our daily lives and freedoms. They defend property rights and believe that private ownership of property is a fundamental right in America. Our vision encourages innovation and less burdensome mandates. People want clean water. People want clean air, and they're striving for that. The people who depend on the land to provide security for their families and communities understand their resources the best. States and municipalities are better suited to deal with the local issues than distant, out-of-touch Washington bureaucrats. The caucus seeks to promote access to our nation's energy and resources and potential while pursuing a true all-the-above energy approach that aims to ensure that the U.S. is the global energy leader. We know how to do this best. We ought to be doing it right. Our vision utilizes the current energy renaissance and the American energy dominance policy currently being implemented by the Trump administration and the state of Texas. Texas leads the country in wind production. According to the U.S. Energy Department, Texas added more generating capacity than any other state last year and more installed wind power capacity than all but 5 countries in the world. Once again, think that through. Texas, the 5th largest in the world in power production by wind. The country's only large clean capture coal facility is found in Texas. The Petronova facility is the only carbon capture and storage coal-fired power plant in the United States and is only one of 2 facilities that utilize this technology in the world. Once again, the American entrepreneur is at it again, making things better, making more achievable. Coal generates baseload power that prevents rolling blackouts when renewables fall short in extreme weather. Most people don't understand that. Alternative or intermittent power is when the wind doesn't blow and the sun doesn't shine. In fact, you heard President Trump at one of his speeches talk about, hey, honey, I'd like to watch television. Is the wind blowing? If you didn't have baseload power and the wind wasn't blowing, you couldn't watch television. So what baseload is that it runs 24/7. That's called hydroelectric. That's called natural gas. That's called oil and coal. That's also nuclear, one of the largest density energy productions all around. And we, once again, could not do it without it. Now, according to Q3 in 2018, the report from the Solar Energy Industry Association, Texas is poised to become a nationwide leader in solar energy, with more than 4 gigawatts of capacity expected to be installed over the next 5 years. Now, think about this. Texas, the 5th largest and the 5th largest in both solar and wind. Once again, in having a plethora of our baseload energy in oil and gas and coal. There are 2 operating nuclear power plants in Texas as well, and my home state in Arizona has the largest nuclear power. The U.S. Energy Information Administration previously reported that Texas is among the top states with the greatest nuclear power generation capacity in the country. Mr. Speaker, the Western Caucus alternative vision to the vision currently being pursued by the Trump administration in the great state of Texas are concurrent. They are opposite of the Green New Deal. That is a pipe dream. If we go down this Green New Deal, the United States will be walking in its own green mile. Now, Mr. Speaker, many of my constituents, they continue to ask me, what is actually in the Green New Deal? Confusion has arisen given to its light on details, and members ran from the summary document put out by Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez's office. One significant piece of information that my constituents asked me about is whether the Green New Deal includes a jobs guarantee for everyone in the United States, including those who are unwilling to work. As part of the frequently asked questions document that was released with legislation, it was stated that economic security would be provided for those who, quote, are unwilling to work. Many of my constituents just can't believe that that is actually in there and an objective of the people pushing the Green New Deal. Staff has since retracted Representative Ocasio-Cortez's frequently asked questions document. But the message I hope the American people hear is, we know the motives behind the Green New Deal, and we know how its proponents plan to carry out its objectives. From ending airplane travel to shuttering down all nuclear power and hydropower and even getting rid of all natural gas, some people, unfortunately, on the other side of the aisle are threatening our way of life and the American economy. Mr. Speaker, I would like to ask unanimous consent to submit the two frequently most questioned documents that I have in my hand that were released by Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez's office to the press and posted on our website into the congressional record.
Without objection, so ordered.